Besides being the muscle of Hollywood action movies, Vin Diesel and The Rock are two powerful men who have amassed a huge fortune. But have you ever wondered which one lives a more luxurious life? In this video, you will watch a fierce battle between Vin Diesel versus The Rock. So let's get to the fight. Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications, check the option all. But you have to do that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments #allaboutSubscribe. Alright, let's get started. Round 1. Properties. When it comes to investing in places to live, the two actors have very different tastes. Vin Diesel, for example, is a man who does not seem to care much for luxuries. He has owned a house for more than 16 years in Los Angeles, California, a city known for being the center of the film and television industry in the country, where many studios are located, so it makes a lot of sense for him to have a house in this region. Vin Diesel's home is on a 31,200 square feet lot on a quiet, tree-lined residential street in the hilly Beverly Crest neighborhood. Built in 1957, the house appears to have never undergone any renovations, remaining the same decor since its creation. The interior of the house is quite simple for a man as wealthy as he is, which shows that despite being a Hollywood star, Vin Diesel seems to be not at all attached to luxuries. The property has about 1,500 square feet of floor space, divided into 2 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. In the master suite, there is a spacious bathroom with marble imitating ceramic tiles and a beautiful bathtub. And even though the house looks ordinary, it is still worth good money due to its good location. And although there is no information whether Vin Diesel still lives in this house, it is known that in 2016 the property was put up for sale for about $1,867,700. As for when he wants to enjoy a more comfortable home, it is speculated that he has a mansion in the city of Sandy Springs in the Atlanta metropolitan area of Georgia. Located in a prime area with many mansion buildings in the neighborhood, the property is on a huge plot of land surrounded by trees, looking very much like a wooded castle. The interior of the house is enormous, with more than 10,700 square feet divided over 2 floors, 7 spacious bedrooms and 9 luxurious bathrooms, more than enough space to house the entire cast of the film if they so desire. The residence is classically and luxuriously decorated, with huge chandeliers that bring a sense of sophistication to the environment. The rooms also have a strong presence of wood, something that was widely used in older buildings, and that is even more visible in the office that is all covered. Another quality of this big house is that the rooms are very spacious and wide, with a ceiling height of approximately 11.8 feet, besides having huge windows that go almost from the floor to the ceiling and bring a great natural lighting. And of course, the property is also equipped with a number of typical mansion amenities, such as a beautiful swimming pool, complete gym, movie room, and even a wine cellar. So we can say without a doubt that this residence is on a par with Vin Diesel. And it is known that the actor initially rented the property for about $30,000 per month, but according to some sources, he later bought it for something around $3,300,000. The Rock, on the other hand, doesn't seem to save any money. In 2012, for example, he bought a property in a gated community in the city of Miami in the state of Florida, of more than 2.2-acre lot. The house is 12,900 square feet in size, with 6 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms, in a decor reminiscent of a palace or an old mansion. And it is not known for sure if the artist still owns this property, but what is known is that he invested about $3,400,000 at the time. In Los Angeles, California, specifically in Beverly Park, The Rock recently invested in another luxurious mansion. In an area of more than 3.4 acres, the property has everything imaginable to offer leisure and comfort to the pop star. Almost a complete resort, the mansion has a large green space, a movie theater, a tennis court, an indoor pool, and a horse stable. The landscaping of the building is Mediterranean style, resembling more a residence in Italy than a typical house in Los Angeles. And this palatial estate was purchased by the actor for a whopping $27,800,000. When he wants to spend his rest days in a more private and peaceful way, Dwayne Johnson has a giant farm in Powder Springs, a quiet town in Georgia. The property, which covers more than 44 acres of green space, has access to a large private lake where The Rock can enjoy fishing with his daughters. The main house, which was built in 2002, has a French Provençal architecture and almost 16,100 square feet of floor space. Its interior has a rustic design, with a strong presence of walnut wood and stone cladding, as well as high ceilings and good natural light, reminiscent of old historic mansions. The mansion has 8 bedrooms, 6 complete bathrooms and 3 restrooms, several living rooms, an American kitchen with wood paneling and furniture, a space for a bar that includes a large wine cellar, and a closed garage for 5 cars. Outside the house there is a large grazing area for the animals raised on the property, a barn that has 12 stalls, a discharge arena with viewing deck, and a gourmet area with fireplace, barbecue, and swimming pool. And some sources claim that to obtain this incredible and complete property, The Rock invested around $9 million. So we can conclude that when it comes to real estate, The Rock wins by a landslide. Score 1 for him. Round 2. Cars. Just like in the Fast and the Furious movies, outside of fiction the actors also ride around in not-so-basic automobiles. Starting with The Rock, one of his cheapest cars is a 1999 Plymouth Prowler, a well-preserved collectible that costs about $30,000. The model that Johnson is always posting on the net, and that best suits his image, is the robust Hennessy Velociraptor V8, a large SUV that is worth about $150,000. When he wants a more sophisticated and executive car, the artist can rely on a Rolls-Royce Wraith. This vehicle, which has a very sophisticated exterior design and a top-notch interior finish, costs about $670,000. We can agree that a sports car may not be very comfortable for a big guy like The Rock, but the fact is that he owns a white Ferrari LaFerrari, a vehicle that costs around $1,400,000. Another luxury vehicle that the actor has made a point of showing off is a Pagani Huayra, a machine capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in an impressive 2.8 seconds and worth about $2,400,000. Meanwhile, Vin Diesel is also passionate about cars, and it is even speculated that he owns some vehicles that appeared in the movies. According to some sources, among the cars that have passed through his garage are 1966 Pontiac Bonneville valued at $18,000, Rolls-Royce Sprinter van valued at $28,000, 1993 Mazda RX-7 valued at $30,000, Subaru Impreza WRX STI valued at $35,000, Toyota Supra 1994 valued at $50,000, Chevrolet Camaro Z28 of 1973 valued at $60,000, BMW E60 M5 valued at $90,000, and even a 1970 Dodge Charger that he got from his co-workers in 2019 when he was turning 52. No doubt this vehicle is made for those who like speed and passionate about old cars, being equipped with a very powerful engine, capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 6.3 seconds. Not bad for a vehicle manufactured in the 70s, isn't it? And to give you an idea of the price, you can find this same car model being advertised for over $200,000. The most expensive vehicle that Vin Diesel is speculated to own is a Lykan Hypersport, a super luxury sports car that has already appeared in scenes from the movie Fast and Furious 7. This incredible car is equipped with a super engine capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in an unbelievable 2.8 seconds, reaching a top speed of 248 miles per hour. And not just anyone can have one of these in their garage, as only 7 units were produced worldwide, and all of them are already owned. And at the time the vehicle was produced, it was sold for the princely sum of $3,400,000. And although they both have beautiful cars, Vin Diesel wins this round. Round 3. Millionaire business. Besides being 2 famous action movie actors, they can also be considered big businessmen. Vin Diesel, for example, owns a production company that has released several movies starring him and can further increase his share of the profits from his films. Among the productions already made by his company are The Last Witch Hunter, Babylon AD, Bloodshot, Riddick, XXX, among others. But without a doubt, the company's main source of revenue comes from the Fast and the Furious franchise, a film sequel that has already grossed billions of dollars. To get an idea of the size of the film production, it is estimated that in the Fast and the Furious 6 alone, about 350 cars have been destroyed, and if we add all the films already released, it exceeds 1,500 vehicles that turn to dust. And of course, to spend that kind of money, you need to have a nice financial return. The series of movies starring Vin Diesel is one of the most profitable in the history of cinema, earning, for example, about $1,236 million in The Fast and the Furious 8, and the highest gross so far in The Fast and the Furious 7, which exceeded $1,500,000. And if you add up the earnings from all the movies, it exceeds the incredible $6 billion mark. And just like his colleague, The Rock also has his own production company called $7 Productions, which is responsible, for example, for the movies Jumanji, Hobbs and Shaw, and the Ballers series televised on HBO, among many others. But in addition, he has several other businesses. During the uncertain time of the pandemic, Dwayne decided to risk his chips on his brand of tequila Terramana, which sold more than 300,000 cases of 9 liters in the first 6 months. Soon after his first launch, he announced another project in the area of energy drinks called ZOA Energy. And it is in the social networks that Johnson promotes his brands a lot. On YouTube, for example, he has more than 6 million subscribers to his channel, where he can make money by boosting the sale of his products. On Instagram, it is no different. After all, he is among the top 10 largest profiles in the world, with more than $320 million people and potential customers. To advertise for other companies on his Instagram, such as Voss Water, the actor is considered the most expensive profile of all, charging per public post about $1 million. Not to mention that The Rock has had a solid partnership since 2016 with the sports apparel brand Under Armour, always launching and selling all the stock of collections under his name. In commercials, Dwayne has participated in campaigns being a poster boy for companies such as Apple, Milk Mustache, Ford, Xbox, among others. And some sources estimate that the actor's partnership with automaker Ford in 2017 had a $15 million per year deal. He has also already launched his own app that features a motivational alarm clock and goal plan for those aiming to achieve their dream body and life. In 2019, he and his ex-wife launched Athleticon, an event with talks that talk about wellness, athletics, and entertainment. And Dwayne's relevant accomplishments include the publication of his autobiographical book called The Rock Says, which took the top spot of the New York Times bestsellers. And because there is not all the information about the actor's business income, this round is tied. Score 1 for both. Round 4. Shape. Both actors are well known for being strong men, always being portrayed in movies as thick-skinned men. However, there was a time when Vin Diesel didn't seem to be so focused on his physique, when he leaked a picture of himself with a big belly on a hotel balcony. The photo quickly became a meme on the internet, with several puns involving his physique and the name of The Fast and the Furious. But this seems to have bothered the actor a lot and made him go back to his intense exercise routine. Currently at the peak of his 54 years, Vin Diesel has shared on his Instagram several photos of his current physique, showing that he remains super focused and that he is better than ever. The Rock, on the other hand, started his career in the WWE wrestling rings and his physique has only improved since then. There are even several memes saying that his next level is to become a Rock. This is because his shape is already extremely big and muscular at the level of a bodybuilder athlete. This way it is easy to conclude that The Rock wins. Point for him. Round 5. Fortune. Because they are two big renowned Hollywood actors who are always acting as the main characters in the highest grossing movies of the world cinema, it is a fact that they earn a lot of money with their work. Vin Diesel, for example, had his fee for each production increase as his movies became more and more successful and his name became more and more relevant in the movie industry. To get an idea of his earnings, according to some sources, Vin Diesel received, for example, $100,000 for Saving Private Ryan, $1,500,000 for The Fast and the Furious 1, $11,500,000 for The Chronicles of Riddick, $15 million for Fast 5, $20 million for The Fate of the Furious, and an unbelievable $47 million for Furious 7, an astronomical amount that shows how relevant is the return your movies give. And according to some sources, it is estimated that he has accumulated a fortune of around $230 million during all these years. The Rock, meanwhile, is considered the highest paid actor in the world for the second year in a row, making $87,500,000 from his films from 2019 to 2020. And with 25 years of a track record full of great achievements, The Rock is now a major public figure worldwide, having an estimated fortune of $400 million. That is, having almost twice the fortune of his colleague, Dwayne Johnson takes this round. At the end of this fight, we have 4 points for The Rock against 2 points for Vin Diesel, so The Rock is the winner of this battle. But if you believe that there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, right here below your best justification. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel Dios to satisfy your curiosity.